all frozen up as well now, haven't we? That's gone wrong there. Who did? Look. This is what's gone wrong. Look. As you can see from the balloons behind us, we've had a bit of a party here today evening. A bit of a party. We social distancing. Everybody was at least 400 gas meters apart. But on the internet, using Zoom, we were all 1, 2, 3, 4 families, and we all wore balloons. And Charlie has grabbed the balloon hat, which, as you can see, basically it's a Charlie balloon. Like your bow tie, Sherry. What's that, Charlie? Hi. So anyway, everybody all right? Got any headaches? Too much pop. Some people have been having. Look at Charlie. You love your balloon, don't you, Charlie? Oh, I tell you what, you can get all your laser shows and your pixels and your avatars and all that. You know, a couple of balloons out on the dance floor, and you've got a success on your hands. Hello, all YouTubers, and hello, you Twitters. Oh, that was close. Twitters. How are you? All right, giving everybody a laugh. I don't know what we message about that. Be careful, by the way, what we message. Now, I'm going to say this straight away. We've got lots of pioneers, and some people think it's a good idea to send funny little grown-up messages. Well, it's not, and you will be blocked. Like a loo after a party. Like, oh no, you don't want to let go. Funny, no, Charlie got a temper, did you? Nobody uses that here, Charlie. You're not letting go, are you? You got hold of that, aren't you? Hello, William. We got Grace. Now, Grace is always out. Hello, Grace, you're amazing. But Maximus, you're never too sure. Never too sure. Bake, sleep. I don't know. Well, Charlie, let's have this back. All right, Charlie, keep it. Keep it. You should know this. All right? You want somebody to give you something, you act as if you don't want it. What do you mean I do? Hello, Maximus. All right. Not getting it. And it's no use using psychological mind games on me. Very good. Now, what's interesting is, hello, Grace again. What's interesting is Charlie is sending me all these messages with a balloon in his mouth. Charlie says it's almost as if I know what he's thinking. It is, isn't it? Yes, I do realise that. So we're just waiting for lots of people to join. Because it's a Sunday, people, although all the days are mixing and melding into one, Sunday is still a special day for people in that they tend to sort of chill. So for all of you chilling, especially she's mostly not here. If Uncle Kaz turns up like at 7:30, right, it'll be because she's a day late. It's not because she's on time. All right, I don't know what sort of time she's on. She's on Kaz time. But if you were to say to her, be late, she'd be later. All right, I don't know what it is. Attention seeking, I should think, yes. Anyway, it's a birthday today, so Uncle Kaz and Deb and Adam and Sherry and everybody for arranging the Zoom party. Well done. He said, don't think about distracting him and talking about other things. I'm going to get the balloon off him. You're going to get the book? I hadn't thought of that, have you? Because if we don't have the book, we won't have a story time. Yes, I am trying to guilt trip you. If we don't have story time, and if we don't have story time, then we'll have to close down and, well, I guess, Charlie, you'll be out of a job. No, I don't call this a job. So you've got to make your mind up. You see, you've got to decide, Charlie, whether you want to continue being an important part of the team. In fact, I have to say sometimes, Charlie, I think you are the star of this show. So if you want to be an important part of the team and you want to be the book carrier and the book bringer and make sure the bookmark's in place, then, well, if you don't want to do any of this, then just keep the balloon. He said, I'm just giving everybody a last look at the balloon. Charlie, all you want to do is let go of the... I thought we were there then. You just got to let go of the balloon. Just let go of the balloon, and then I'll put it in a safe place. Where? Just down there. Okay. All right. No, I won't pin it to the notice board. It's a balloon, Charlie. What do you like? People still say that. What do you like? You're like a dog. All right, we're going to take it. Let go. Oh, Charlie, aren't you a good boy? There you go. That was all right, wasn't it? Charlie, go and get the book. Charlie, I tell you what. Charlie, you could be replaced. We could use this instead of you. Gold balloon dog hat. I think that's how it was worn earlier. Oh, like Mr. Motivator, Mr. Doggivator. We'll put this down here. Charlie's going to get the book. Okay, that's going to go in a safe place. And hello and good evening. If you're a brand new viewer to GGTV, Grad Gordon TV, we welcome you and you and you and you and you and you. And we're waiting for some people to join us from America via the space station, which is just up there. Space station, just up there on top of your telly. That's right. And have we got Georgia here? Have we got Penny here? I saw something unusual today with Georgia. I saw her standing the right way up for a second. Jack's here and Will. Jack and Will are here. The Tollets are here. Very good. And we got Auntie Dylan, Uncle Kaz. And who else have we got? Oh, we're waiting for the Yees and Ruben again. But I realise you've both really been doing like we have been doing Zoom parties today. And they're cheap, aren't they? You don't have to bring a bottle. Some people shouldn't have brought a bottle. You know who you are. On the lemonade last night. Yes. Saturday nights for drinking, I know. Hello, Penny. Hello, Georgia. Yes, I was just talking about you. If you just joined us, just talking about you. So, some people are watching on a big screen television in one room. Some people are looking on a little phone. Even smaller than that, little phone. Phones aren't that much small now, are they? No, people like to show off and show they've got a phone. And also don't want to drop it down the toilet. So, we're standing by. Let me just go and have a look. Excuse me, I just want to reboot my brain there and see if we've got anybody over there. Messages, have some messages on the YouTube. Oh, thank you, Uncle Adam, putting up the pictures on the Grad Gordon site, the GGTV site. Oh, Hillary Harper is here. The Harpers are here. Don't forget to put up the names of the Tinies. Hello, GGG. Don't forget to put up the names of the Tinies and their ages, especially if you're new to GGTV. Every night, 7:30, we're here, just there. Sometimes we're a bit to the left, a bit to the right. You're right. Anyway, and those, by the way, those balloons were left up for a party. I think we'll leave them up there all week because balloons are very funny when they go down, aren't they? They're very fun, hilarious. Little things. Okay, so Charlie, you're playing the balloon, aren't you? I can hear you in the background there. Yes, you look as if you had the balloon. He's waiting. Auntie Deb's here. That's right, yes. Saw Auntie Deb today on our Zoom party. Zoom party. So who are we waiting? So go there. Kaz. No, she's not there. No, she's never there. No, she likes to make an entrance. Oh, hello, who I am. Do you know who I am? I'm Uncle Kaz. Kaz. Okay, sorry. Oh, we're both here. Hello. That's it. Right, that's it. Everybody sitting comfortably. Yeah, I don't care. No, you're right. I don't care if they're sitting comfortably. It's just a thing I say. Right. So, who wants to play with the emojis? Okay, boys and girls, and all of you, send as many emojis as you like now, because Charlie, this won't work on WhatsApp. And what's the other one? Are we on Instagram? I don't think so. And YouTubers and Twitters. So we're just waiting. So ready to. But everybody else on Facebook, we're going to play. Feed your emojis to Charlie. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, here we go. There you go. That's very good. Very good. Oh, you're doing very well there. You're bursting of love. Oh, goodness me, Charlie. Burp. Polly and Lily. Hello, Polly and Lily. That's it. Good. Good to see you here. Thank you for joining us. There aren't any more. Oh, hang on. There you go. That's a Deb one there. That's it. That's Deb. Okay. Or Buffalo Bill. I'm not too sure. Okay. Right. That's enough. That last one. Okay. Go and get the book. Right, just going to get the book now. It's David Walliams' book. It's the teacher's book, and it's the one about, I forgot her name, but when I opened the book, I remember, where she's on the Motability scooter, and she basically just knocks down children and kills them in the playground. I go, that sums it up. Okay, things happen. Life happens. I'm going to say something now. I'm going to say something while Charlie's bringing over the book. I am very impressed. Who am I impressed with, you might ask? Well, I'm just going to... Everybody. I was impressed with society. I was out yesterday and I was impressed with everybody. Everybody, I go online and I'm impressed. I'm impressed with everybody. You would have thought a few months ago, if you said, right, well, your Prime Minister, Borrow, is going to come on, Borrow, whatever his name is, going to come and say, all stay indoors. That's it, you can't go out. You mustn't shake hands with each other. And you mustn't. You'd have thought, wouldn't you? That would have been the end of life, which without. But I'm going to say this, is that you lot, and that includes me, have just done it, just accommodated, learn to live the way you live in, come up with great things to fill it. In fact, you noticed your day is pretty full, isn't it? And I'm just impressed. I mean, everything's looking nice. Okay, it's only temporary, but the air's nice and clean out there. One time, I live here on the Wirral. You go outside just to throw up the windows and listen to the birds coughing. Now it's lovely. They are getting close to the birds at the moment. It's a bit Alfred Hitchcock. Ask your parents. But I'm going to say, this is just me, and this is me being sincere. Okay, I'm just very impressed. I'm just very impressed with society at the moment. I mean, it's all right to put a picture in the paper of one person misbehaving or 6 people in a park and then go, oh, society's finished. Oh, it's awful, isn't it? I'm not voting for that anymore. But politics aside, and the odd idiot, right? The odd idiot. They are odd. That's it. It's they'd be an idiot, whatever was happening. If you're giving away free ice cream, they'd drop theirs, right? Okay, on purpose, right? So I'm just saying, I just want to say that I find very reassuring, hello Adam, very reassuring the way everybody's acting, everybody, okay, except the odd idiot who drops their okay. But apart from that, I think everybody's doing very, very well, and well done to you, and well done to you Tinies as well, because you're at home, and if you wanted to, you could do what Tinies do, which is annoy grown-ups, which is great, it's a great game, and I think you should play it for at least 20 hours a day. Okay, but for the 4 hours you're not, you've been very good using indoor voices. Well done, everybody. Here's the sermon. I wanted to say it, and I did, because it's my television station. Yeah, it's the BBC. The Board of Governors would have to have a special meeting at that last announcement. Get on with it. Okay. Charlie came over without the book then, didn't he? Silly Charlie. And there's the bookmark. Let's turn it around. You can see Penny's bookmark there in George's book. No, you can't take it out. You go and sit down. Go and play with your balloon. Your balloon hat, which is doggy hat. Okay. So we're ready. Sitting by, everybody there. Let me just check. I now check every time everybody turns up. Here, the Hartfords, Alex. Difficult to say. Sometimes some of you face the other way, don't you? Or you need your hair cutting. Right, so quite funny that one. Let's carry on, mate. You heard. All right. So we're doing very, very well. I've got all my family, all your family, everybody well behaved. Mummy, did Gordon mean what he just said about us? Oh, yes, I did. Everybody's brilliant. 99% out of 100 you will get. Okay. Nobody gets 100%. Because if everybody got 100%, we'd have to rescale. It's a mathematical philosophy fact. I have no idea. Make stuff up. Do what all dads and granddads do. Okay? It's called DBS. DBS. I've done it. Every dad who's watching now does it. When the child asks a question, you come out with what I call DBS. What's that stand for, Gordon, you might ask? It stands for Daddy's Big Stories. Daddy's Big Story. And you just make stuff up, daddies. They do. If you say, Daddy, how far is the moon away from Earth? Daddy will go, it's 92 million miles. Oh, thank you, Daddy. And go on. And he just made it up. Because 93 million is for how far the sun is. So you think, well, the moon must be. So I'll do that. right? So you just make stuff up. You know, what happens when I die? You go to a special Disney World and you play, and it's free. Oh, okay. They walk off. That's it. DBS. Daddies do it all the time. Mummies do it a bit, but they're more subtle. They're more subtle. This is what you ask mummy a question. Okay, can we go to Disney World? No, that's mummy's. There you go. That's your dad. Right. So here we are, and it's Miss Spick's Strike of Terror. You enjoy tonight's show, you lot are, aren't you? It's multi-platform, multi-level. That panto. Right. So what we've got is she's upset. Oh yeah, she collects money off the kids. Basically, she embezzles the children. Miss Spick's Strike of Terror. She's nasty. There's no getting her out. She does have no redeeming features. And what she's doing is, if the children would not come to her, she's going to go to them. So she's on her Strike of Terror, which is a Motability scooter, and she rode it through the double doors of the library, which is where we left it last night. Bang, bang, backwards, because of copyright reasons, except on YouTube and Twitter. All right, the story continues. And let's have a quick look. All right. Okay. Ask me this. Is that you, Al? Just be quiet. Will, don't do that. Jack, have a word. All right? Settle down. I know it's Sunday. See, this is what happens when you pay people a compliment. They just go, oh, I'm good, I am. Oh, yeah. Yes. Grandad Gordon said so. Sit down. Eat your cereal. I know what you're doing on a Sunday night. And half of you aren't wearing what you said you'd wear, which is your bedtime clothes. What happened to that rule about story time? You think because I can't see, well, I can see you actually. Yeah, DBS. I can see you. See all of you. See you doing that. Look at you. Are you being honest? Okay. As Miss Spick trundled, and the crisp packet crinkled, and it flew into her face. Wonderful! She exclaimed. That was because it had given Miss Spick an idea. Ding! On the spot fines for littering. You child, that chocolate bar wrapper, you so careless. She does that with S's. Tossed over your shoulders will cost you dearly, she hissed a moment later. But Miss Spick, that isn't my chocolate wrapper, the girl protested. Oh, yes, it is. No, it's not. Promise, I'm allergic to chocolate, and I've never ever eaten it. In the time you've been talking, the fine has gone up from 60 pence to 70 pence. The child had no choice. But I haven't got a microphone on, have I? Nobody told. Could you hear me anyway? That's because I had to go out for a drink. I just noticed. I was doing all the hit. Now you can hear me. It's too loud now. Turn it down. What? Well, if you wanted a professional, you should have had Anton Deck. You've stuck with me. Okay. Right, so 70 pence. The child had no choice but to cough up the cash. If they didn't, Spick would pursue them around the playground, sitting astride. I'm too old for this. Astride the Trike of Terror. Brum brum. Help! No! Arrgh! The souped-up mobility scooter had just been fitted with stereo speakers. Now Miss Spick could listen to Beethoven's bombastic Fifth Symphony, her favourite piece of music, on a loop as she terrorised them. Dee-dum. Oh, you didn't think I knew that, did you, Deb? All the kids at Spiffington School were running out of pocket and fast. Every last penny was going straight to Miss Spick, and they had nothing left to spend on the things that truly mattered in life. Like, and I will list them, football cards, hair scrunchies, ice cream, bubblegum, rude comics, whoopee cushions. I love a whoopee cushion. Hello, Penny, you're sucking your thumb, aren't you? I was just going to tell them about your whoopee cushion. From a professional prankster. You're buying a whoopee cushion, feel it, and it should be look inflated, but it's got some sponge inside. Not one you blow up and put under somebody, right? Okay. You don't know what a whoopee cushion is, ask your children. Okay. So it's got a sponge, so it does that. So it re-inflates itself because it's got a circle sponge inside. The other ones, which are all flappy and rubbish. So Cleggy's here, Charlie. Sorry, Cleggy, he's playing with he's got a balloon to play with tonight because at a birthday party. So if you're getting a whoopee cushion, one with the sponge inside. So when they sit down, right, this is the grown-up sits down on it, your granny with a big bum, and she goes, right. Then when she gets up, it'll go, right. Because the thing is, then it's self-inflated, all right. Now, before social distancing, this was important. If your big granny with a big bum had sat on something and made it go, you've now got to blow that up. Do you really want? Of course you don't. Right, we're reading a story. Smelly rubbers and gonks. Now, all these items and more I've been told to tell you about can be found at Raj's newsagents. Many on offer, many more on special offer, and even more on special offer. Gonks. I'll tell you about gonks some other day. Meanwhile, at the school, I'll start again. I've just read on 2 sentences. Edit. Someone at the school had to do something to stop Miss Spick. The only kids at Spickington School who were not terrified her were the Tang twins. Bum, bum, bum. It's time for Revenge of the Nerds. One break time, the pair were sitting together on the bench in the playground getting on with some quiet reading. It was a weighty book they'd chosen themselves to read for fun. It was entitled An Expert's Guide to Rocket Science. Their 4 eyes, there were 2 of them, scanned the pages, digesting every last indigestible fact. All was good in the world until they heard the distinctive chords of Beethoven's 5th Symphony. Dee-dee-dee-dum. It could mean only one thing. Oh no, remarked Tim Tang. Oh yes, replied Tom Tang. They looked up from their book. The music was heralding the arrival of Spick astride the Trike of Terror. Rocket science will have to wait, said Tim. It certainly looks like it, agreed Tom. The librarian came to a halt right next to them, the bull bar at the front crashing into their knees. Crunch. Ouch, said Tim. Ditto, agreed Tom. I do hope you... Wrong voice. I do hope you haven't dented my scooter, hissed Miss Spick. Us too. How can we help you, Miss Spick? Inquired Tim politely. Well, began the librarian. What have we here? The lady had a long metal spike in one hand, and at the end of it was, dum dum dum, a burger wrapper. Tom peered closer. It looks very much like a burger wrapper, Miss Spick. I know that, she snapped. Then we are glad to be of service, Miss Spick, added Tom, and the pair returned to their book. Good day. Miss Spick's face soured. The question is, what was it doing there, right next to your footsies? The Tang twins shared a puzzled look. I imagine it blew there, guessed Tim. Tom nodded. The wind, which is coming from a northwesterly direction, is unusually strong today, miss. It's certainly nothing to do with us, as we have never eaten a burger. We only eat food that is good for our brains. Would you care for a blueberry, miss? Asked Tim, offering her one from a clearly labelled Tupperware container. Tupperware. You know who you are. Tupperware. Or a pumpkin seed, asked Tom, reaching in his briefcase for his second mention. Tupperware container. No, thundered Spick. For once things weren't going to plan. This burger wrapper was sitting right next to you. There is a fine to pay, £5. The twins looked at each other and gulped. £5? They asked in unison. Each? £10? Hark the duty, Scott. Now pay up or else. But Miss Spick, protested Tom, we've been saving up all our pocket money since Christmas. For a book that really looks fun, called Advanced Quantum Mechanics, added Tim. Hand the money over now, snarled Spick. The twins looked close to tears as they pulled their matching wallets out of the smart black briefcases and began counting all the coins they'd saved up. Spick snatched their wallets out of their hands. "I'll take those." Then the librarian sped off on her mobility scooter, cackling to herself and waving a spike in the air in triumph. "Success! Brum!" Poor Tim's eyes glowed with tears. Without a word, Tom offered his brother his handkerchief. When he dabbed his face dry, Tim stuffed the back of... He studied. He didn't stuff it because she'd driven off, hadn't she? Concentrate! Studied the back of Miss Spick's scooter as it trundled off across the playground. "What's that?" he asked. "What's what?" replied his twin. "That black box she's fitted on the back." Tom's eyes honed in on the box. There was an opening at the base of it, like a little cat flap. Every few meters or so, it flapped open, dropping a piece of litter as it went. Rustle, a sweet wrap. Thunk, a fizzy drink can. Plonk, a lolly stick. Clont, a plastic bottle. Thud, a crisp tube. It was a litter flap. "I don't believe my eyes, Tom." "You should believe them, Tim, because my eyes are seeing it too. Spick is spreading the rubbish herself. What a rotten rotter." And that's where we end tonight. I know, but that's a good place to end. So, not only is she cruel, not as she's on a mobility scooter, and I don't think she should be. That's not explained in there. But she's a fraud and a con artist. We should get in touch with Angela Ripoff about her. Right, time for our joke tonight. I have our joke in front of us, but Charlie is just coming up. Charlie, Cleggy's there. "Oh, look, oh, you love her. You love her. You love her, don't you?" "Yes, you do, you do, you do." It's good to love something. Good to love something. Let me just have a look. Right, tonight's joke. Now, Penny always knows. Thank you, Polly. Thank you so very much, Polly and Lily. Thank you. And thank you, Alex. Thank you so very, very much. Do split screen tomorrow night if we can. Okay. Just split screen. Your messages came up too late today. Let's go to split screen right down there. I might just get a pen and do that. Okay. My phone, do what I like. Right, tonight's joke. Penny, I know what you're thinking. Penny's thinking, what age group is this joke for? Because we try and grade jokes. I think that's most important, don't you? Okay, I'm glad you all agree with me. Okay, so tonight's joke, I'm just looking at it in my notebook. See, I write them down. Write all the jokes down. Don't look. Spoil the surprise. Spoil the surprise. Okay. No. It's like George or Penny going, no. Right, so I think tonight's joke, to be honest, I think it's an easy one. It's funny, it's a classic, but I'm going to go with 4+. Okay, 4+. So everybody should get this, okay? We don't know who we're going to do it with. So I'm just answering a message. You don't need to know, don't need to know. Was that DBS? Yeah, that's a big story, yeah. Okay, question. This is tonight's joke. Oh, I've gone on a bit tonight. Yes, you have. Yes. Why wouldn't the skeleton go to the dance? I don't know. Why wouldn't the skeleton go to the dance? Because he had nobody to go with. Oh, you got it straight away. I was right, wasn't I? 4+. Everybody got that one. Skeleton has nobody, so it has nobody to go with. That's it. The big man joined us. Who's the big man? Fred Marden. Fred Marden. Oh, I used to be a broadcaster. What, like me? I still am a broadcaster. I've got my own TV station here. Double figures. Got 14 people listening. Yes, and the pub's empty when I'm on. Yes, I've had a look outside. Pub's empty. Okay, hello, Fred. All right. So, standing by. We'll do tonight's joke again for those who put together a stand-up act for when this is all over. Here we go. Why wouldn't the skeleton go to the dance? Because he had nobody to go with. You see, the fact that you're laughing so much, Charlie, the second time around, bearing in mind you've heard it, means you were faking it the first time. Okay. Right, as always, we finished tonight. So, can you hold your balloon while I read the poem? Yes. There's a nice balloon. This is the balloon that Charlie got in the party today. Okay. All right, some of you started smiling is infectious, haven't you? Hi, Fred. There we go. Charlie's got his balloon. There you go. Look, the doggy balloon. All right. There you go. Didn't start out that way, did it? Smiling is infectious by that well-known typing error, Spike Maligna. Here we go. Everybody join in. A poem for our times. Smiling is infectious. You catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started smiling too. I passed around the corner. There's Charlie around the corner. And someone saw my grin. When he smiled, I realised I passed it on to him. I thought about that smile. Then I realised it to her. A single smile, just like mine, could travel around the earth. So if you feel a smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Let's start an epidemic quick and get, stand back, the world, hold on to your balloon, infected with a smile. Smile, everybody, smile, 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 smile. Balloon dog, smile. Balloon dog is smiling. Look, there's little balloon dog smile. Have a great night. Thank you, YouTubers. Thank you, you Twitters. And thank you, you Facebookers. This is Grandad Gordon saying good night. We'll be here tomorrow night at 7:30, and it would be great if you could be here as well. Okay, I'm trying to do a polished close down. I can't do it because I've got to think of three things at once. First thing I've got to do is I say goodbye to the YouTubers.